Hi, this is the next part of the baseboard which has just come. What I've done, I've put it together dry, apart from one piece which I have glued now. So this is the next section of the baseboard that we're going to build for the preserved Hornby 003 rail. This is a bit different because this one's got angled ends to it, so the construction is different. The instructions you get with it are pretty clear. I'll put it there and you can see. There we are. So it numbers all the parts, gives you a list of what the parts are called, and then after that, it also then says to lay down part one, flat, and then it tells you what parts to go next. So I've actually glued down this one here to get that set, and then I can go from that. So what I'm going to do this time, I've used the actual box, which I think is a good idea, so that if any glue does spill, it doesn't go on the floor, doesn't go on the table underneath, it will just go onto that. So one piece is glued. You can see the construction. It's got these like reinforcing pieces here on the corners, because obviously you've got the angle and everything actually comes up very square. Once you push it together, make sure it's all tight when you glue it. Put something there, clamp it if you need to. I usually just hold it for a little while like that. You can see it moves a bit. Hold it, put something there. You can even use a tape on it or something, masking tape, just to hold it in position. Once the glue's gone off, it won't move. These bits fit quite tightly, but I think that is because obviously you need the strength across that bit for it to go off. So that is the second part of the baseboard. On the ends you'll find that you push those bits out, but what happens when you have these plates which then glue behind like so, you will have your bolt that goes through, and then you have the joining lugs, which what that is two glued together like that. So they're just two pieces glued together, and they will go in. So one bit sticks out, and of course the other bit will go into the new part that you're joining on to it. So it goes like that. That's what it will be like on the inside. And what I'm going to do is get some large washers, metal washers, to go on the inside. Then the bolt head in there, the thread coming through, then you bolt the other piece up to it, and then obviously it's got this corresponding pad on the other side, and then I will have a butterfly nut on there, so you don't need to really carry any tools with you to fit it. I've also looked on there, they do legs for these, and it works out rather dear. So what I'm going to try and do is make up my own legs, because you don't need it on every single piece. So if you sandwich this piece between two other sections, then you can have the legs on the other two, and this bit will be supported by that. So you don't need legs on every piece of baseboard. So the smaller bits I wouldn't worry too much about. The longer pieces will have the legs for support. So that's something I'm going to work on, and then when I've designed those, if they work, then I'll show you what I've done, give you a rough price of what it's cost me to do it, and then you can compare it with the ones that Granger and Hodder sell. They do everything, so it's there if you don't really want the bother of going. I thought I didn't really want the bother of making the baseboard, really. I've made a few baseboards in my time. This seemed an easier method, and because I wanted to try this out as well. So what I want to do next is to make the legs myself to fit, and then attach this, and then we'll see how it all goes. And if it's successful, then I'll show you. Even if it's not successful, I'll show you and why and all the rest of it, and then at least we'll know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. So yes, I'm not going to bore you with you watching me run round with a tube of Evo stick wood glue. I should do that bit off air. And Then when it's dry, we'll have two pieces to fix together. So my next bit is to track down the nuts and bolts. I've looked around a couple of the local hardware shops. Works out a bit expensive. I'll probably go and have a look on eBay, is probably where I'll go. Find out what I want and see if I can get it all from one place. And then I can put that together and we can see how these go. So the other reason for keeping the card, this is the box that it come in, is for when I paint it as well, because then you can do the painting on top of that piece of card. And then when you've when that's finished, I can then just put it in our recycle bin that we have on the premises for cardboard, so it can go into there, so it won't be wasted. And that's it really. But yeah, I think it's got a multiple use. It helps during the gluing and it will help during the painting. So there we are. So that's where we are on that bit. And I'll keep you posted and updated. Please subscribe to the channel. Put any comments if there's things you want to know that I haven't said, whatever. Yeah, just do that. Doesn't cost anything to do that. And if you do like it, then you can always click the like button as well. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to go away now. I'm going to glue all this together so that I can start working on the two pieces of baseboard. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.